Hello friends, a very warm welcome to Coding Techniques again. Today we are going to learn about the camera plugin and the share plugin of Capacitor using Ionic 6, where we are going to implement, or actually I would say where we are going to take the picture from the gallery or from the photo album in iOS. We are going to check in Android and iOS devices, and also we will check the camera directly taking the pictures, and we will share all those pictures via WhatsApp. So that is what we are going to do in this particular video, so stay tuned till the end and watch the fun today. So before getting started, I would like to tell you that there is a limited period offer that is going on in my course right now. So if you haven't enrolled in the course, this is a very good opportunity for you to get it at a very low price. So with that being said, let's dive into this video right now. So in this video, we are going to learn about how to use a camera for taking a photo or for getting a photo from our gallery and showing it on the screen, and how to share that particular photo via WhatsApp or in WhatsApp actually, right? So let's get started with that. Now, at first I need to install the plugins. So for installing the plugins, I'm going to use Capacitor plugins out here. Let me just show you. So this is the official documentation of capacitorjs.com. So out here I'm into the official plugins. Well, if you are not sure how I entered this, you simply go to capacitorjs.com, and out here you go to the plugins, and in there go to the official plugins. Out here you will see list of official plugins. Now let's use the camera, and I will be using the share one too. This is the one. Let me open it up quickly. And now I'm going to install both the plugins. So for installing it up for the camera, I need to use this particular command. Let me copy this up, and in my project, well, this project is up and running, and if you want to create a new project, let me just show you how I have done that up. So this is the terminal, and this is the command that I used for creating a new project. Alright, so you can create a new project and get it running by using Ionic serve out here. Alright, so this is what I have done, and I have not created a new free Ionic account. I have selected new out here. Alright, that is what I have done. Let me close it. Fine. So now what I will do, out here I will have another J shell, and out here I'm going to paste the command. It is going to install that particular plugin now. Meanwhile, let's copy the second plugin also. Let's install everything, and then we will proceed ahead. So I've copied this up. Now out here I will simply have the second plugin installed. Alright, so both of them are installed. Now we are good to go. The second command I will use it later on, because if I use it right now, it's going to give me an error. For that, I simply need to use Ionic build at first. Okay, you need to remember that. So let me use that up. This will create a www folder which I don't have right now. You can see just now it is created. Once that is created, we can simply run npx cap sync, which was our second command, right? It's same in both the cases, so you can use only once also. That is what I have done, and it is nicely done. Everything is ready. Let's go with the working principle of all of this. So I'll go to the home page out here in the HTML at first, and out here what am I going to do? Let me change the title to camera share app, just a name I've given, and you can see the changes are reflecting out here immediately. And in the iron content, I will simply remove all the stuff. Okay, I don't need this full screen also, and the header translucent also I don't need. That is for the iOS part. Alright, now we are ready to go. So now in the iron content, what am I going to have? Well, let me create a button out here. So iron button, I'll expand it to block. Alright, and I will name it as take or get photo. Alright, so this is the name that I'm going to give to this particular button. If I click on it, I have the option to choose whether I want to take a photo or get a photo. You can have different button also, but I want to use the same button only for doing this stuff. Alright, now let me give it some margin so that you can look at it properly. Now it is more visible, right? Now let's work on the functionality of this button. So I'll give a click event out here. So in the click event, I'm going to pass a function which I'll name it as get picture. Fine. Now out here, what I will do, I'll create this function. So this is created. Now within this, I need to pass the functionality for the camera. So let me just check it out here. If I scroll down, don't worry about the permissions. We will work on it later on. So this is the main functionality that we need to apply. So what I can do is I can simply copy this stuff up till here. Even this is not needed as of now. Let me simply comment up till the image and have it out here. Okay, I will use a sync because we are using a weight out here, and this camera I will import it from at capacitor/camera, and this one too. Alright, now what this properties means, so you can set the quality of the image which is getting captured. Alright, if you want to allow editing in that particular photo, then you can have this option. And this is a result type, what kind of image you are looking for, whether you need it in data URL. It has few options. Let me just show you. If I just give dot base 64, you can get data URL, or you can get the URI. For mobile devices, URI is mostly used, and for web application or for the PWA, you have to use data URL. Now out here, I don't want to allow editing, so I'll simply remove this option. I don't need that. I need the result type, and in fact I need few more stuff. Let me just show you out here. I'll just scroll down, and out here what I will do, what I need is this property called source. Yeah, out here it is the one. So let me just have this source out here. I'll explain you what does it mean. Source. Now out here I will simply pass camera source, which you can see I have to import, right? Dot, you can see three options. One is the camera, other one is the photos, and the third one is the prompt. What does it mean? The first one, if you select camera, take a new photo using the camera. That will be allowed only. If you select the photos one, what you can get? Pick an existing photo from the gallery or photo album. And if you select the prompt one, you will have the option to choose with which one you want to have. Alright, so I'll go for the prompt one out here. Okay, once that is done, what else do I need out here? Let me also fix the width of it. Let's say the width to be 600. I think what is the thing that it will show up? It will just take the number. So let me just pass width to be 600. You can have the default width also. Okay, so I think this is ready. Now if I click on this particular button, let's see what happens. So if I click on it, now you can see out here, if I'm clicking on this particular button, nothing is happening, right? Why? Because out here for the PWA, because I'm using it in a browser, and for using the camera plugin, I have to do some tasks. So let me just open this up. I have to go out here and I need to install this particular PWA Elements. Let's go out here and do that up in the J shell only. Let me do it. Once that is done, what I have to do out here in the main.ts for the Angular one, I need to have this particular define custom elements. Let me copy this up, go to main.ts file. Let me just search for it using the command plus P button, and I'll search out here for the main.ts file. I'm inside that, and let me paste that up. Okay, so after pasting, I also need to import this particular thing. So I will paste it out here and the error will go away. Fine. Did you see that? Now let's go back to our home page. Minimize that up. Okay, now this is fine. This is bigger. And if I click on this particular button now, you can see this prompt is showing up. It is asking me from photos or take a picture. That is what I'm getting. If I click on take a picture, you can see it is opening up the camera. Let me allow it. Okay. Now in the camera setting, well, I have selected FaceTime HD camera. Now I will be able to see, I suppose. Let me close it and open it up once again. Alright. Now you can see the camera is working properly, isn't it? So this is what I wanted to show you. So we are able to see the camera nicely. And this is how I'm recording right now. There is a green screen at the back. So now I'll close it and I can access the photos also. From photos, you can see I can access my system files out here. Whichever you want, you can just select that up. If I just select this up, anything I've selected, and it is selected. Alright, but it won't show up out here. So in order to show that up, definitely I have to do some task, right? Let's do that quickly. Out here, what I will do, let me have an image button, or not image button, actually image tag. I will use it out here, where I will have the source that will be dynamic actually. And let me name it as selected image. Fine. Now in this selected image, let me just declare it out here. Selected image, that will be of type any out here. Fine. Now once that is done, what I have to do, I told you earlier that for the web, I have to have data URL instead of the URI. So instead of changing it again and again, what I will do now, I'll create a function out here. Check platform for web. Now in this function, what am I going to do? I will simply check for the platform using capacitor dot get platform. If it is web, then I'm simply going to return true. Otherwise, I'm going to return false. Okay. And I need to import this capacitor. So let me just do that up from capacitor/core, add capacitor/core. Now this is done. Now what I need to do out here, I will simply check this dot check platform for web. If it is true, then I will select camera result type dot data URL. Otherwise, I will have the URI. So I'm using the ternary operator to have that up. So this is what I wanted to do. Now let's check it out here. What do we get in the image? Right. So I'll log that up, console.log, and I will check for the image out here in this particular manner. Fine. And I will open this up also so that I can see the log out here. Fine. Let me click on this, take it from the photos. Let me select any image, and you can see in the data URL I am getting this particular data. Okay, data URL and the format, but in URI I will get it in a different manner. If you want to check this out, let me just give a not symbol out here, and that means that it will be reversed. Okay, I will have the URI one. So let's do that now. I'll get it from the photos again. Let me select an image. Now you can see I'm getting the web path, correct? And the format. Even I will have few more stuff when we do it in real devices for the URI. So how I need to tackle this up, let me just show you. At first, let me undo this up. Let me remove the not. And then out here, I'll do a simple stuff. This dot selected image will be equals to image. And also I'll check out here, if you are in web, then the web path will be the data URL that we will be getting. Because in PWA, we will be getting the data URL, not the web path, right? Web path we get it in the URI one, correct? So I just want the same data to be everywhere. That is why I'm just doing that up. Okay. And simply out here, what I need to show, every time I will simply show the selected image. Okay. Or you can do one more thing out here. Actually, we cannot show selected image. I have to show the web path out here, right? So instead of just doing a lot of stuff, just for showing the image, let me have another thing out here called cover image or something, but let it be. Because since I have already done this, so it's going to be very easy for me now. I'll give a question mark dot web path. Every time I will get the value in the web path, whether it is data URL or the URI. Fine, I hope you have understood. I have already shown you in the log. So now let's check it out whether this particular image shows up or not. So I'll just click on this take photo. Let me take my picture only. So let me just select that up. Now this is selected. I have to just click on this tick button and this image is showing up out here pretty nicely. Correct? That is awesome. Once I can show the image, definitely I can share also. Let's work on the sharing part now. But before that, if you just want to see whether I can show it from the photos also or not. So I'll get it from the photos. I'll just select any one and this one is showing up, right? So this is how we can play around with the data. Okay, now let me reload this up at once. Now we need to work with the sharing functionality. I hope you have understood how to take the image or how to click a picture, right? So for the share one, what I need to do out here now, I'll get the photo. You can have a different button for sharing also. So let me have a different button for sharing. I think that will be better. Instead of doing everything in one function, you can do it also. Fine, I'll just show you up. So after this image, I will have a button, iron button. In fact, this one also I'll expand to block and I will have some margin also. In fact, let me do one thing. Everywhere instead of giving the margin, I think that will be better because I will be needing some margin, but let me give it in the iron content itself. Okay, why it is not reflecting? Alright, let me keep it as it is. Let me give the margin out here only, iron margin, and I'll name it as share via WhatsApp. That's what we need to do, correct? And this will only show up when we have the image. So I'll just give a condition out here, selected image. If it exists, then only it will show up. And you can see out here it is gone, correct? Now on the click of this particular button, what I need to do, on click, share. Alright, this is the function that I'm going to use. Let me create that up quickly out here in the TypeScript. So share function. Now what I exactly need to do out here, let's check it out in the documentation at first. For the share one, so for the share one also, if you want to work with the PWA, you can do that up. I don't think you need to do anything else. But yeah, you have to use WebShare API, which I've already explained in my Ionic course, the complete guide, where I'm teaching you how to work with a food delivery application, the customer application with Firebase. So you can check that out. Link is already there in the description. So out here, these are the things that I need. Let me copy this up. So you can have a title, text, URL, dialog title, and along with that you can have whole lot of stuff. Okay, dialog title is I think only for Android. Yes, it is only for Android, correct. So this is the whole stuff that you can pass. Let me simply paste it out here, make it async, this function, fine. And this share, I have to import it. It is imported, correct. Errors are gone. Now what I exactly need to do out here. So for the title, let me give share picture via WhatsApp, and in the text actually you can just pass any text. Let me have sharing this image, sharing an image text, okay. And in the dialog box also you can just pass, we will check it in Android whether it differs or not. Share with WhatsApp, okay. Any different text I have just passed. And in the URL you simply need to pass the path. Now for the web, well, it will not work definitely, because in web we don't have the WhatsApp directly so that I can directly share it. But what you can do is, we will be working with the real device for that. So I will simply pass this dot selected image dot path, because it will have a path property when you're working in real device. I'm going to show you up, and that is what we need to pass out here, the actual path of that particular image. And that is why I'm just keeping all the things in the selected image, and that is why I'm doing this stuff also, so that everything will be same everywhere. Alright, now it's time to check this in our real devices so that we can check whether this works or not. Alright, so what I will do now, I have to create the platform for both the devices. So Ionic Cap, add Android. Okay, the platform is added. Now let me add the iOS platform also. So Ionic Cap, add iOS. So meanwhile we also have to work with the permissions. Out here, let me just check if I need any other permission. Not out here, but in the camera we do need data. If you just hover to the top, for the Android this are the permissions, and for the iOS this is the permission that we need. So how I can do that up? Let me just show you. Let's do it for Android at first. So let me just copy this up. This is for the camera, or sorry, for saving the photos. Okay, you need this. Let's go out here and I'll open this up, go to the Android, or should I directly search for it? I'll search for it directly using the command +P, and I'll search for Android manifest. Fine. Out here at the bottom after this internet one, I will paste this to permissions. Once that is done, what is the next step that I need to follow? In the variables, I need to pass these two variables. So let me simply copy this one up till here. Go out here and search for variables.gradle. This is the file. If I will go inside that, you can see lot many are already there. So in order to have this, I'll simply paste it. And within this, let me pass the version which is already given out here. This is the version that I need to pass. So copy that up and simply paste it out here. That's it. Pretty simple, right? The next one is Android X material version. Let me have that also. I will simply paste it again and pass the version which is 1.3.0. Let me pass it. Okay, so everything is done for the Android. Now let's go for the iOS one. So let me minimize the Android one at first. And for the iOS one, where I have to go? I have to go inside the app, then again app, then I have to look for the info.plist. This is the file. Now let me do it at the top out here. I have to pass a key and a string. There are two ways to do that up. Either I can do it from the Xcode also, but let me do it out here so that it will be pretty easy for me. Okay, so I have to pass key and a string. Let me copy this up and paste it once again. Now out here, I will simply change this one to the permissions that I need to pass. So this is the permission that I need. Let me paste it, and in this string, you have to pass a text. Okay, so I'll just do that up. Let me simply copy it. I think how many times? 2 more times? Yes, 2 more times. So let me just do that up. The second one is the NS photo library add users description. And the last one is photo library user's description. Alright, so now I'll pass the text. Please allow to take picture using camera, or please allow us to take picture using camera, or not us, please allow to take picture using camera. That is fine, I think. And I'll simply copy this up, paste it out here. And this one is for photo library add uses. So please allow to add picture or add photo also you can give in photo album. And the third one will be, let me paste it out here also. So you want to access the photo library, that this is for that. Please allow to get picture from photo album, or photos you can simply pass whatever you want to write. Okay, so that is the permission that you simply need to pass. You can pass any text out here. Not necessarily what I have passed you need to pass the same. You can pass any text message out here. Alright, so this is ready. Everything is good to go. The only thing I need to change out here is the package name and the app name, right? Otherwise it's going to create a lot of problems. So what I will do, I'll simply replace it everywhere. Wherever I find this particular package name, let me copy this up, search for it out here, and I will replace it with com.techniques. Well, this is my domain name, dot, not in this manner, com.techniques. You have to write your domain name in the reverse manner, then dot, then the app name you need to write. Let me have it to be, it should be unique. Okay, camera share app, don't use hyphen out here. Okay, I think this is my package name. I think this is good. Let me replace it everywhere. So it is replaced everywhere. You can see out here, you can look at this particular package name, correct? And the app name I will keep the same for the time being. I don't want to change it. Alright, if you want you can change it up also. So everything is done, all the changes are done. Now we are going to check that out. Alright, now I have connected my device also. Let's run it in iOS at first. So what I will do, let me use Ionic Cap Sync. It will sync with both Android and iOS. Let me use this up, because if you're making any changes, it's going to reflect everywhere now. Alright. Alright, this is done. Now what I'll do, Ionic Cap open iOS. Let's do it, and it will open the project in the Xcode. I want to run it out there directly. I can even run live reload also, but I just want to show you this thing because we have already made the feature, so we don't need to check it again and again. Now I need to do simple stuff. I need to click on app, and in the signing and capabilities I need to select a team, otherwise it will give me an error. So I've already created a personal team. You can just create that up. You don't need to have a paid account for using this up. Alright, so once that is done, you simply select your phone. I will select my iPhone from here and hit the play button, and now it will install the application in my iPhone. Okay, device is already unlocked. Why it is showing this thing? Let me cancel and try it again. Alright, it has installed the application into my iOS system and it is opening up. So I'm just recording this screen so that I can show you. So this is the screen that is coming up. Now I'll click on get photo. Okay, you can see the option that is coming up. Let me select it from the photos. I will allow the access. Okay, from here on, let me just select this particular image, and the image is not showing up. Why is that so? I'm getting the path, the web path also I'm getting out here. Why it is still not showing? Anyways, let's try this share one. So if I try to share it, then let's see what happens. I'm getting the option to share it. Let me share it via WhatsApp. So I've selected WhatsApp and it is opening up the WhatsApp. Okay, now let me go for any account. I'll just hit on next, and it is not giving me the image out here. Why is that not showing the image? Now what is the exact problem we are facing out here in iOS? Well, if you just want to show the image, you have to use the data URL only. Okay, if you want to show the image out here in the HTML, because with the URI, with the web path, it is not able to work. Okay, the second thing is out here you don't need to pass this text and dialog title. If you pass that up, it will not share the image via WhatsApp. So you need to remember this up. Via mail you can, I think, still do that up, but not via WhatsApp. Via WhatsApp, if you pass this, it will not accept. In iOS, in Android, it will still work. We will check that out. So I've just simply commented this up. Now what I will do, I will sync the project using Ionic Cap Sync. Let's do that up. Once that is done, I will open the project again in iOS, and it has opened up. Now what I will do, I'll simply hit the run button. Make sure your app is unlocked, your phone is unlocked, and I'll hit this button. Alright, it has replaced the application in my phone. Out here you might get a prompt also to replace it or not. So I've already done that. Now I'll switch on the recorder in my iPhone. Let me just do that up quickly. Alright, let's try it once again. I will click on get photo. Get it from the photos. So now I'm going to select the photo again. It is not showing up out here. But if I go for share, you can see out here at the top, you can check, you can look at it photo, right? And if I try to share it, let me just do it. I've selected an account and you can see I'm able to share the photo, right? So that is how you can share a photo via WhatsApp in iPhone, alright? And if you want to show the image, well, let me just show you out here what exactly you need to do. I think for web, let me just change the condition out here. If it is web and capacitor dot platform or gate platform equals to I think iOS I have to pass. Okay, I have to pass or out here. If it is web or it should be a function, fine. If it is web or even if it is iOS, then it will return true, otherwise it will return false. Fine. So that is the condition that I'm applying. That means I want to use this data URL now instead of the result type URI. Okay. So now I won't be able to share the data because in the data URL I won't get the path definitely. So the share option will not work, but I can still look into the image. The share option will work with the URI perfectly. So you can just have the image out here pretty nicely. Alright. Let's try this out. And even this functionality, you can directly pass this function out here if you want to do it in one go. Don't want to click the button. Okay. Let me sync the project again. And let's open it up in iOS. Let's hit the play button, replace the application, and the app has opened up. Now let me go for taking a picture this time. So I'll just take the picture of my Mac, use this picture, and this time you can see it is showing up, right? The image is showing up, and if I try to share it, well, I won't be able to share it obviously, but let's go for it. If I'm clicking on the share button, nothing is happening. Okay. Now out here you can see that you're getting an error. Error must provide at least URL or text. So we don't have the path, that is why it is giving us the error. So not a problem. I've shown you both the ways. You can work with that and show the image. Alright. So the agenda of this particular video is to share it via WhatsApp, which I have done correctly. Right. Now let's check it in our Android device. So let me connect my Android device now and let's work on that. Well, I think my Android device is connected. Let me do one thing. I will open this up. Okay. And Ionic Cap sync. At first I'm going to sync the project. Not in this. Actually, I'll stop this because I want to sync it only in Android, not in iOS. Because this changes if I sync it with the iOS, then if I run it up, it will give me an error. Ionic Cap open Android. Alright, the project is opened up in Android. Let me close this. Now what is wrong out here? Alright, now you can see out here I'm getting an error actually. Why this error is coming up? Because there is something wrong in the variables.gradle. Let me just check it out. So in the variables.gradle, actually I have to give equal sign and I have given this colon. So this is pretty wrong. You need to remember this up. Alright. Once that is done, let me sync the project again. So Ionic Cap sync Android. The syncing is done. Let me open it up again in Android. Alright, I think this is ready now. So this is my mobile phone, Android phone. But I'm not getting the option to play it up because there was some error most probably. Not pretty much sure what was the error. Okay, I've closed the Android Studio. Let me close it everywhere. Alright, let me open it up again. I don't know in Mac M1, which I'm using right now, there is some problem or not pretty much sure about it. Okay, this time it is working, I suppose, right? So sometimes it happens maybe. Anyways, not a problem. Let me hit on this run button. Alright, it is asking me to install. Remember my choice. I will install it up. And this is installed in my system. Now one more thing, if you get something in dark mode, let me just check it out. If I just close the application and open it up again, whether it opens up in dark mode or not. No, it is normal mode. That's pretty okay. So this is the application in my Android phone. You can check it on the screen, right? So I'll click on take or get a photo. I'll get it from the photos. Let me allow it from the gallery. And let me select an image. I have selected it up and the image is showing up out here. Now if I go for share, Alright, actually I didn't have WhatsApp, so I just installed it up. Just to show you everything, I've installed it. Now let's go for share option. So I've clicked on this share option. Now I can see WhatsApp and I will just select an account. Go for the sharing. You can see the image is showing up out here and the message also out here. You can see sharing an image, the text is showing up. Now let me go for the sharing one and I'm able to share it, right? So this is how everything is working pretty nicely in our Android one. Few things you have to change for the iOS one. So I hope you have understood how to do these things up, right? So everything is nicely working in our Android phone, correct? We can show the image. We can even share the image pretty nicely. Let me go for taking a photo. Last try. Take a picture. And let me take my picture only. So I've just taken a picture and let me just share it up via WhatsApp. And you can see it is sharing the image, right? Okay, the internet is not working as of now. It was not able to share it properly in my phone, but not need to worry. I have shown you the implementation properly. Alright. So now you've understood how to share the images taken from the camera or from the gallery via WhatsApp, right? Using both Android and iOS devices. So I hope you like this video. If you like this video, please hit the like button to subscribe to the channel if you haven't done that right now. And do let me know what kind of videos you're looking for in the comment section below. Alright. And if you want to look at my course, complete course on Ionic, the link is there in the description to check that out. So with that being said, I'll wrap up this video out here. See you guys next time.